Welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. Let's talk to our general. Your Grace, I haven't found out anything specific about the decorations from the letter, but the word has it the kings of the north usually decorate their correspondents in show of their wealth. Maybe some of our northern lords adopted this tradition. Thank you, General. If you find anything else, please do let me know. Joven! What's up? Lord Joven, Your Grace. My condolences about Tally's death. I've heard about Redovia. I will help you with that. 120 men will be at your command. I will also give you 5 gold, but only if Sir Frederick joins your ranks. I wouldn't want to upset him. Sir Friedrich? Who is Sir Friedrich? Battle for Brianna. You must have heard. He led the defense forces, repelled an army 5 times bigger. My superior officer, I served under his banner. Although it's been many years, we keep in contact. We train together. Recent years haven't been easy for him, I must say. Thank you, Joven. I'll send a pigeon right away. Not to worry, Your Grace. I'm sure Sir Friedrich will help. It's just a formality. I have this animal, too. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? You have an extensive library, Your Grace. Don't you have a bestiary you could look at? I don't think we keep any bestiaries in our library. I don't either. I think someone who has personally dealt with a lot of animals would know more about this, too. Alright, letter. This letter is written on a very intricately decorated parchment. Do you know where I could have come from? Some lords use fancy paper to show off their wealth, but I don't know anyone who does that. Alright, that's all. Bye-bye. As you please. What's up, honey? What's up, Silly Pickle? Is this a new pet you're hiding there, Silly Pickle? Your Grace, may I introduce you to the Stabber? Oh, no. The Hedgehog! How'd you come up with this? What is this all about? Well, Father, do you know the tale of Hansen? No. Hansen was a hedgehog who rode on a black rooster, Your Grace. He was ugly and unwanted by one day. He helped a king find his way home, and as a prize, the hedgehog asked the king to promise him give whatever greets him first upon his return home, and it turned out the king's daughter was the first to greet him. 1 year later, the hedgehog came to claim his reward and married the princess. It was difficult for the princess to love the ugly creature Hansen was, but she learned to accept him, and when she proved her true love for him, Hansen turned into the most handsome prince's biggest castle made out of diamonds. Yeah, that story sounds familiar. I wish life was as simple as a fairy tale. Yeah, Lady Danica always tells me this tale before bed, Father. It's a well-known story. A lot of books have different versions of it. The most popular was something about an old man with white hair killing monsters. The Witcher! It's very silly, but Danica likes this one a lot. See, I will tell the Stabber into the prince. A prince? Oh, it's not for me, Father. Once the Stabber is a prince, he can help me get Luli back. I'm sure she'll like him more than Ivo. And then she and Dusty can come back to the castle. Keep the Stabber. Very well, keep the Stabber close to you, but don't lose him. And don't stab yourself. It's not Stabber. It's the Stabber! The Stabber is on a mission, and he is about to stab someone. At least she's well occupied. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Hello, peasant. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. The scum are fiercer than any others. There have been casualties. They have killed an entire family. I don't know if you heard that, but that was loud as piss. Was that my phone? Yep, apparently my phone is connected to my headphones. Let's turn that off. So no, you didn't hear that. I just got an email, and apparently my phone was linked to my headphones, and I'm terrified. We should keep an eye on these bandits. Make sure Redovans are not creating further posts. If there are locals, we should show them there are no place for such behavior. I'll send my general. You shall get the help you need. My general will find the bandits and bring them to justice. I knew we would get revenge. Thank you, Your Grace. Yay! More things to do. Alright, Audrey. Your Grace, how is your investigation going? You have this animal tooth and this letter. I don't know how it ended up in our castle. I I have prepared a table for you in the council chamber where you expect items. You should invite and request the lords who knows me will be alert. We'll sell truce or grace, and while we're inviting them, we should try to form alliances too. Yup. Next is Sir Friedrich. Very important we get him. To chat with him next. Really, nothing else to do, eh? Everyone's hunky-dory then? Okay, well, on to week 13. I don't need 7 more locations on the map because I still haven't been able to explore any of the ones we currently have, so that's pointless right now. And if I do this, I have no gold. So, worry about it next week. All my golds are only going up, so I should be fine. Why do you look familiar? Are you the witch? Peasant. Nope, I don't know what's going on. Dear father, King Ivo greatly mourns the loss of his father. The funeral took place as soon as we arrived at Atania. Talus is sorely missed among the... Why would it be so fast? I feel like setting up a funeral for a king would take longer than that, wouldn't it? Talus is sorely missed amongst the lords and advisors. Together with King Ivo, we prayed for justice for his father. They say he's in a better place now. The journey home helped King Ivo clear his head, and he realizes that as a king of Davern, you didn't have anything to do with poisoning his father. Although you and King Ivo didn't part in the friendliest manner, King Ivo wishes to apologize for his words, but says that his advisors forced him to stand by his decision. King Ivo wishes to send you support, but as his father promised, but his hands are tied until the royal trial is concluded. He counts on your quick investigation into the murder, which he believes will prove your innocence. Well, King Ivo, I still can't get used to that. Suppose no one imagined Ivo taking the throne so soon. It's good that at least he knows I didn't poison Talus. We will still need to convince his advisors and lords. They will need to see the murderer before they support sending their whole army to help Davern. We'll find the one responsible, I'm sure. Let's ask Larsulia something else. Ask her about Dusty. No. I'm sorry, Sidinia. Ask Larsulia how she is, what she does with her time. Tell her everyone is missing her. It's important to know that we're thinking about her. It's the first 2 letters sent to your daughter who just basically got kidnapped away from you being about, hey, how's your husband and how's other things? It feels like we don't care about her. At least I feel like it can come across that way for her, and I wouldn't want to do that. I'll write her a letter. She should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. Great. Friedrich! Sup? At your service, your grace. I'm looking for allies. Lord Joven mentioned you could help. Ah, yes. I have heard of your troubles, your grace. Radovians lack proper training, but gods know what they have at their disposal. My 80 men for gold and 2 supplies will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I can't allow liars to taint a knight's honor. The battle for Brianna. Keldu. Under my command, the army of the 2-headed bird was defeated. I have lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones. But Noxie, not a single scar. Even the finest swordsman bears a scar. Many have fought and died. That Noxie, show me a single person who confirm his accomplishments. Someone who can actually saw the man in fight. For all we know, it's just prettily worded lies. Noxie is a deceiving liar, and I ask you to help me prove it. Noxie? This fellow got well under your skin. Who is he? Noxie, the Dragon Slayer, he calls himself. Thinks he's a knight, but he's far from it. He usually travels around quite a bit, but I hear people have seen him around Davern recently. If you meet him, he'll surely tell you the same story he tells everyone. If there was something about a griffin in a tree. He sets the tree on fire, and the big griffin comes to save her cubs, but catches her wings on fire and drops down, and he finishes her off. Doesn't matter. It's always the same story, different details. Okay. What is it you need help with? Tell him there's a Lich Edge in the nearby forest. That creature's just a story, and of course it's not there. See what he says, though. If he brings you proof, then we catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone what he's really made of, and I will stand by your side in one more battle. Okay. Sounds good. As you please. Why do you have a broom? What are you doing here with this brush? Mother made me sweep the corridors. What'd you do? Nothing. What did you do? Nothing! Your mother will tell me what you did if you don't. I better start sweeping before she finds me. Oh boy, I can't wait to find out what happened. I hope it didn't involve shit again. My name is Olivia, Your Grace. I come from the forest. I am the leader of the cult of the trees in the western woods. I know I am probably not welcome here, but you are my last hope, Your Grace. I have asked all the neighboring villages for help, but they despise my kind. In the middle of the forest we have a sacred oak, and because of all the recent rains, the area around it has flooded. A stream of water keeps running running all over its roots. We have tried stopping the water, but we don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need this tree to pray to you, Your Grace. Without it, they are depressed and scared. I can't bear to see them so helpless. Please help us, Your Grace. Well, my general's busy. A worshipping oak? Praying to a tree? Yes, Your Grace. It's the tree of the god of thunder. A symbol of love and life, filled with healing powers. Nothing bad can happen to this tree, Your Grace. Please, I beg you. Yeah, I have some gold. Should find someone in the market that you can hire. Oh, Your Grace, thank you so much. I've got to say, I wasn't expecting you to help us. I will make sure you people know about your good heart. I hope your tree is going to be alright. Sup? Your Grace, a traveling merchant here. I'm selling rather exclusive wares, if you are interested. Silk, perfumes, books, and decorations, whatever your royal soul might desire. Something tells me you might be interested in far more delicate merchandise, though. I have a knack for these things, am I right? Tell me more. I'm listening. Oh, how fantastic. You see, I have something very precious here. Satisfaction for the most disillusioned pleasure seekers. Some say it's a perfect cure for when you don't feel particularly inspired. Others may say it's purely for recreation. It's very good generally if you're going through a bad spell, Your Grace. I have one pack of dust for just 7 pieces of gold. If you're tempted to grab another sack, I might throw it in for only 5. That would be 2 whole packs for only 12 gold. Now, if that's not a deal worthy of your royal bottom, then I don't know what is. Places in my dungeons. I won't allow Oracle Dust in Davern. Your Grace? But there's nothing wrong with the selling of a few packs of sugar dust. What other pleasures were you thinking about? Oracle Dust? I've never heard of it. How dare you lie to your king? My guards will take care of you at the exit. Pretty sure you already said Oracle Dust. You can't turn that one around. As... Oh, you're not. Okay. Apparently she's not going to tell me what she did. Fine, let's go chat with your mother. What does she do? Made her sweep all the corridors of the castle? Must have been serious. Oh, she's behaving worse and worse as she grows up. She convinced one of our servants to practice sword fighting with her. Oh, God. Didn't end well. The servant ended up with a huge cut on his cheek. Should have been fucking better with the sword. I don't know. You shouldn't have let her play with swords. She's not playing, she's training, and the distinction is important. And I believe she knows the distinction. You are the one having the problem with the distinction. I know I shouldn't have, but I feel that if I said no, she'd still... Yeah, she would. Absolutely. This has been proven. We cannot control this child. She put shit in her sister's pillow. As long as she is learning things that will help her stay alive, I'm gonna help pursue that she pushes all of that fucking psychotic energy she's got into that. Because it's gonna be great for her. I know, Eric. I need to pay more attention to her, especially now that Luli is not here. See you later. I don't have any new leads on the investigation, unfortunately. Dundren! So, I can't bear this place. Please let me out. I didn't know your Grace disapproves of the dust. I thought it was like any other consumable product. People got sick because of this stuff. Everyone who sells dust in Davern will be imprisoned. You'll stay here until Lord Lurs arrives. Well, how you doing, Pietro? Oh, still fine. Okay. Stay dry. Thank you, Your Grace. Enjoy your company. He's a drug dealer. Not that I'm opposed to that, but he does deal in drugs that I'm opposed to. I'm for most recreational drugs, but not all. Where do I want to go? There was something I wanted to check. I want to talk to Audrey, that's what it was. Guess not. Well, we still have another one of these. We've talked to Sir Friedrich. We will send for Norsky, but now we're going to send for Lurs first, because that way we'll start getting the supplies per turn, which will be very helpful. And then next week we can ask for Noksky, who will also get us further into the investigation. How? Shut up. That's how. Ha ha! Yeah, there's no way I'm doing training grounds now. And I'm really glad that I didn't last week, because then I wouldn't have been able to help the tree people. And I kind of like the tree people. I have no problem helping hippies. General? One moment. The craft will flourish, no man can stop. In the middle of the night we shall meet, for the dust spreads fastest in the sandstorm. Anyone, can you make any sense of it? I'm afraid just as much as you, Your Grace. Something tells me it's to do with oracle dust. Should pass this on to either Lurs or Etten. Well, not Etten. It's your call. General. Your Grace, I have found the bandits. They were quite the bunch, drinking away in the forest nearby. I'll let the villagers deal with them. I'm ready for our next orders. Thank you. Let's hope this doesn't happen again. Agreed. Lurs, I have news. The secret message is for you. Got this message? Ah, perfect. And our progress. Etten's dust dealers. Then you've imprisoned Etten's dust dealers. I'm sure this will discourage others from selling. Something suspicious. About the shady business this way, I can keep an eye on Etten's dealings. Still haven't gotten to Kaxki. I'm gonna do that soon. That's all for now. So wish, Your Grace. Should do that now. Kaxki! General, put an end to these drug dealings, shall you? Thank you, sir. Merchant. Your Grace, I come from the tavern. The business was going so well, but lately I've been having some troubles, and it's all getting out of hand. The tavern became a great place for everyone to gather and have a good time. Some local panderers saw an opportunity to use the place to find customers. First was fine, just some girls lurking around every now and then. Now the tavern has turned into a brothel. People are only visiting for the girls. Although my sales have gone through the roof, I've got to say, it attracts customers. But the panderers essentially took over my tavern. They cause all sorts of trouble, as you can imagine, Your Grace. Almost every week I have to deal with these disrespectful, violent men. I'm scared they'll soon take over the tavern completely and leave me with nothing. On the other hand, if I kick them out, they'll just relocate to another pub. I'll lose all my customers and we'll have to close down. Should be happy with the extra money. If you throw these people out, you'll risk having to close down your tavern. You should try to work with them so you can both profit. That's a good point, Your Grace. But these men are horrible. They really don't treat the women very well. I don't want to support them unless there's a way I can control the situation. Why don't you hire your own guards? I could, Your Grace, but they're very expensive. My sales did go up, but not nearly enough to cover full-time guards. Just gold hire the guards. Shouldn't give up your tavern so easily. Yes, Your Grace. I'll make sure there's no more violence in my tavern. I'll be able to just throw anyone out who makes trouble. Great. That had better increase my fucking profits in the place, cause good God! What's up, honey? Yes? I come to you with a special request. To turn Stabber into a prince, I need to lift his curse. I've researched more into it, and I think you're the youngest one of us who can read, Sedina. Well, I made Danica read it for me. I already loved him as hard as I can, and I squish him and tickle his tummy all the time, but now I need to make him rich. Your Grace, may I please request one piece of gold? I'll pay it back, I promise. Piece of gold to make the hedgehog rich. Don't lose it. It's fine. Fuck it. I don't have any fucking gold anymore. Thank you, Father. Your efforts will not be forgotten. I also need to find a black rooster for saddle. Do you know where I could find one? Oh, silly Basil. I honestly don't know. That's fine, my king. I shall find one myself. I am out of money. Wondrous. Does anyone need to chat? No? Well. Oh! You're absolutely correct. Thank you, me. So I also really want to... Is it Grego? I think it's Grego. You first. And I'll push some things along. I'm so cold. Grego needs to be invited next. Depending on how this goes. Ah. Dear Eric, I hear that I'm already too late to marry your daughter. Oh, we had some struggles, but we'll be ready within 14 weeks. I believe we can explore other options. I hope that you keep your promise. Byron, King of Rodova. I know. They will come to get another daughter. 14 weeks. That's too soon. We need to gather an army. We need to make alliances and hope Ivo will help us. 14 weeks. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Maybe I shouldn't have given away that medicine. You're awake. You gave us all a big fright indeed. Rodova's come? I had a strange dream. Rodova threatened that they would take our daughters. Talus was dead, and we had no army to defend ourselves against them. And if that wasn't enough, they claimed to be only 14 weeks travel away. You may want to stay in bed. That was not a dream. Audrey showed me the letter. It does seem that Rodova is after our daughters. The doctors say you're worrying too much. If you were younger, it wouldn't be too much of a concern, but at your age, you are more prone to the effects. You need to take care of yourself. How can I do that? We have to prepare for the battle. We have no army. Yes, that we must, but you need to keep calm. Everything will be fine. Go on now. You still have work left to do. You're right. I better get on with things. Yeah. Also, I think I can... Well, never mind. I won't put back the needles. I'm gonna keep them. What the fuck is that? Okay, well, we'll get to it. Hope you are fine. I'm feeling a little better, yeah. Did anything happen while I was gone? No, everything's the same. About the letter. We need to focus on gathering as many allies as possible in the next weeks. Invite lords and see how we can make alliances with them. While we are doing that, we should also focus on these evidence items for the royal trial. Question lords and see if any of these things lead us to the killing. I don't mean to cause you stress. We only have 14 weeks. Of course, Audrey. I agree. We shouldn't get distracted with petty matters. Let's get to it. General, how are things? Your Grace. Situation got pretty hot. It wasn't possible to avoid bloodshed. Nonetheless, we have secured Lord Etton's dust wares. Perfect. I'll have a chat with Lurs after. Next. No, Grego next. Your Grace, it is I, Noxie, the Dragon Slayer, bowing low before you. Also known as Grophos the Great, Wanos the Wise, Pieter the Powerful, The royal wedding was fantastic. Well, until you know. The food was first class, but amongst all the pleasures, I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. You're the famous Dragon Slayer. Oh yes, I'm quite accustomed to my fame preceding my arrivals. It is my pleasure to meet you. Would you like to hear about my fierce battle with the foul worm, Your Grace? A pleasure. I'm all ears. The beast was fast. Its sharp claws could tear human skin with absurd ease. I stole into its home forest with great care and planned a path to its defeat. The dragon's nest was at the very top of a mighty oak tree overlooking a rushing river. Clever as I am, I noticed that the nest was full of hatchlings. Mucky little dragon puppies. I chopped down the tree while the big one wasn't there. The great oak creaked and groaned and fell straight into the furious river underneath, taking the dragon's young with it. The squeak of the little dragons carried far, and so the big beast herself appeared. Desperately trying to save her babies from the brutal current, she kept crashing into one boulder after the other. At last, she dragged her battered body onto the shore with the weakened creature, but the weakened creature was no match for my mighty arm, and the beast was no more. After all, wit and brains come before strength and fists. Remember that, kids. I mean, Your Grace. I hate you so much already. After that and other adventures, of course, I traveled to Davern seeking further challenges. So I have come straight to the king. Now tell me, Your Grace, what evil creatures await me here, staining your beautiful land? There's a monster. Peasants mention the occasional basilisk, some other monster. All of these nightmares are nothing to our real problem of Redovia. Redovia? I never heard of such a creature. So what is it? What does it do? Emit gas? Crush men's bones under its heavy hooves? Breathe fire? Wow, that is hilarious. We'll get to that. It's an army. An army from behind the tall mountains. They aim to claim Davern as their own. An army? I see. Well, that's a hell of a challenge. I can help them. They call me Graphos the Great for a reason. Over the years of my adventurous career, I have met a lot of people. Even more owe me their lives. I'll give you all I can. Soldiers, supplies. I'll stand at your side in the battle. I reckon I could gather 180 men. 5 supplies will also come in handy, I'm sure. And in return, I ask for... Oh, absolutely nothing at all. I am a noble, upstanding knight. I live to serve, help, and, well, be famous. Noxie, aiding the king of Davern in a real battle. Thou will write fine songs about this. I found this large tooth. This looks like an animal tooth. Would you know anything about it? Ah, that is an impressive tooth. It must have been one hell of a beast. Do you know where such a tooth could come from? Oh, I wish I could tell such a heroic story about defeating such an imposing beast, Your Grace. Sadly, I can't, because this tooth is not one from my collection. I don't think so, anyway. I wish it was, though. Can I buy it off you? Absolutely not, Noxie. I need this tooth to prove my innocence to King Ivo. Maybe after the royal trial. Hair in my mouth. I found a letter. This letter is also on very finely decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? I wouldn't know. I don't receive many letters, Your Grace. I'm always traveling, so letters never reach me. I literally sent you. Doesn't matter. There's a monster. We have a problem with the monster. Aha! So you do have your own monster, Your Grace. Lishaj is the name. It's a small creature. Imagine a pig, but hairy with long claws and horns. They can be dangerous, but for me it'll be a piece of cake. You can expect my return shortly. Good. Have fun. Be off for now. As you please, Your Grace. Someone's busy. Yeah, so they're busy right now. I could invite Lurs next right now because we have enough to get him on our side. But I'm going to do Grego first, and I will explain why in a moment. He has an offer for us that I want to take him up on. Your Grace! May I have your audience, please? I want to do some fishing. Like I always do. But as foolish as I am, I fell asleep. Yes. Stupid Stefan. I always have to mess everything up. Anyway, someone took my fishing rod. And now I have nothing. She's the only thing I had left after my wife died. And my sweet Anna. She saw what a mess I am. She put me right in my place. Saw my fault, Grace. I only wanted me and her and the kids to have a good time. So I took everybody out of my boat. And the storm came. And it just flipped the boat upside down. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. When I woke up on the shore, they were all gone. So I wait every day, and I fished to pass the time. But now I don't even have my rod. Please, Your Grace, spare the old man. If I could ask for a piece of gold, I swear I'd buy a fishing rod and nothing else. Stefan, please. Please, Stefan. Get your shit together. Man. Oh, my sweet mother of gods. I've never seen this much gold. Thank you, you're my savior. I can finally buy some bread. You're welcome, Stefan. Take care of yourself. Stefan, man. What's up, tree lady? Your Grace, I have come to tell you the water from the oak is cleared. Our people hadn't prayed or confessed in weeks. Oh, they are so happy now. I brought you something small as a gift. It's a banquet made of the oak's fallen leaves. Okay, I saved it from last year. It will bring love and luck to your throne room. Thank you, I think. I hope it really does. I'll just leave it by the window. Oh, it's pretty. Alright. Who are you? Your Grace. I bring you a special thing. I'm of magical splendor. It is only... Oh, fuck. It is only worthy of the royal. No one else deserves this magnificent being. Your Grace, I present to you. I'm Magical Cock. Oh, thank God. Don't let your eyes fool you. God damn. Fucking sense. Oh, this ain't a regular cock, Your Grace. This cock has been enchanted. I can tell a lie. You can tell a lie from the truth, Your Grace. And when it senses a lie, it will voice its disapproval. I believe it will be a real asset to your throne room. It will help you lead better than any advisor. See? I am no liar. The cock stayed quiet. How can I be sure this thing works? Try it yourself, Your Grace. Tell a lie or truth. I had honey porridge for breakfast. I had a very delicious porridge for breakfast. See? I wasn't lying, Your Grace. So how much do you want this thing? Only 18 gold, Your Grace. This is a very good price for a lie detector. It's not worth that much. I don't have that much. Would I have had enough? I wouldn't have even had enough. I would have only been at 13, so giving the 7 to Stefan didn't even solve. Fuck! This could be a problem. I don't think we need a lie detector. Besides, I'm not keeping a cock in my throne room. Who's going to clean up his mess? Fine, Your Grace, your loss. I'm sure someone else will gladly take him. No. You are probably right. God damn it. There is a chance that could screw me. General, go to Luba. Go. I don't actually know what is in all of the places from here. I'm just sending them. Let's just close everything down. Great. Well, anyone want to chat about how the day went? No? Okay. Well, things are happening. I have enough gold now. That's great. Those 14 weeks till Redova comes. I don't know when the trial is. Army upkeep's going up, but at least I have lots of things. I'm going to take advantage of this 5 while I can. Since Sir Friedrich's going to be all like, ha ha, you're a ruse! And I don't think he's going to want to give me supplies after Sir Friedrich does. Wow, we have quite a list of people here to see us. We got a general. Ah, Grego! Yes, you and I are having a chat. Merchant, peasant. Oh, Asalia wants to chat. Okay. Well, it'll be good to chat with our daughter and all of these people next time. That's right. That's the end of today's episode of Yes, Your Grace. The next episode, we're going to get closer and closer to Redovia arriving. The trial first. There's only 3 pieces of evidence we can get. We already have 2 of them. I can't remember how we get the 3rd one. It doesn't matter. And I'm not going to explain why. So, I will later, though. For now, you have yourselves a wonderful night.